Day. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And the Raiders have got him. Neil Farrell. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Now that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Vikings now heading onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Cook up the gut. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Gets past one man. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this to Davante Adams. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. And now out comes Minnesota. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. The numbers for Smith a week ago: 8 catches, 84 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chandler Jones came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And out now come the Vikings. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Vegas. 59 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They go play action here on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders extend their lead yet again. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer. Awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
Season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next. Texans. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll be
tonight from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup
between the Las Vegas Raiders
and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Hunter Renfrow to return it from his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Robertson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Raiders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive.
Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Play action now, Mills.
His throw incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Mills.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mills now.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Mills.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone...
The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 2nd and 3. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Odell Beckham doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 28-0.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston set to take over. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. Campbell making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Mills on 1st down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mills. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game, you play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Gets around him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. But I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Play fake, Mills. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you know about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Mills. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He's going to air one out. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stand.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is When the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there, and boy, it was pretty.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Off the play fake, Mills. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are pouring it on. So not only... Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Las Vegas, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Houston, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm
today. From Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Green Bay Packers
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, so this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Metcalf, what a catch. Touchdown! DK Metcalf
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice connect. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys are able to extend their lead. excellent punt. This offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Back to throw now in his own end zone.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He hits Adams, complete.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Back to throw here.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
44 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 30 yards.
And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 41 yards. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll set up to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in bait.
Touchdown, Raiders! Odell Beckham, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And
the Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, That defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Toward the pylon, caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch it.
Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next.